The format, I don't know if you've seen any of these things. First of all, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying something. So if you get that vibe, it's real. We have a special guest today. His name is Andrew. Could you introduce yourself, company name, years in business, top line rev, and goals for this year?
My name is Andrew Tomasetti. Company is Paint Philadelphia, clearly based out of Philly. Last year we did 1.3. This year our goal is 2.5.
Just clarifying, we are recording this after you have won the AFC football championship.
Correct.
But before you've lost the Super Bowl. So that's kind of the timing of when this has been recorded. What was your background? How did you get into painting? You seem like you're too smart to be a painting business owner. You have glasses. Your hair is like well done to the side. You shaved. One of us shaved today, so that's good. Why are you a painting contractor? I feel like you shouldn't be. How did this happen with you?
I wanted to be a pilot. My eyes weren't good enough, so I landed in this.
What's the bridge? I would think from there you become an accountant or a lawyer or a dentist. You became a painting contractor who is very quickly doing north of $1 million in revenue. You have a very, very bright future ahead of you in this business. So it's been a great landing spot. I'd say better than any of those other options. And as you said, depending on how you define success. But what was the bridge between those two states?
I sign up for this commissioning program. I'm going to college. I get the bill for college. I'm like, whoa, this is really expensive. I need to pay this. So I started a moving company, but it wasn't really a company. It was just me moving stuff. So then fast forward a couple of years, getting ready to graduate, I have this flight contract. I was a little bit ahead in school and I'm looking around the room. I was like, like this moving thing is great, but the jobs only last a day. Like, what could I do that may last a little bit longer? Light bulb goes off in my head. I could paint a room. So I start this painting company. I tear the seats out of my Chevy Malibu and put all my ladders and tools in there. Just, trying to hustle, make some more money, thinking I'm going to become a pilot. I go down to get a flight physical and I fail the flight physical. I have this crazy eye condition called amblyopia. I have a very, very hard head. So they told me no. And I was like, all right, I'm going to figure out a way to do this. At this point, I graduated and I start doing this vision therapy, physical therapy, but for your eyeballs. So I did that for about 2 years, still thinking I'm going to become a pilot, doing a little bit of everything, kitchens, bathrooms, painting. I keep trying to get another evaluation, keep getting rejected. So at this point, my head is not that hard. So I was like, all right, time to go back to Philly and reevaluate. So I kind of looked at my goals and I said, why don't we actually start a professional painting business? I rebranded, hired some painters and listened to a bunch of podcasts. And to your point, the painting industry is very attractive, especially now that I'm in it. It's an awesome place to be. The bar is very, very low. So even if you're average, you're an absolute rock star. It would be really tough for me to go and start a bank tomorrow, but I could start a painting company and be kind of successful in it, right? I don't know how you define success.
It's impressive. North of $1 million, looking to have a big growth goal this year. What are some of the biggest challenges that you're seeing or some of the biggest strategic focuses as we sit here in 2023 to achieve some of that top line growth?
We build up these challenges in our head. Because I've never done north of 2 million before, it seems like a really lofty goal to me. And sometimes you can get in your head about it. You're like, wow, how am I going to do this? I need to hire a sales guy. I need to hire a PM. But I really think that's it. You hire a sales guy, you hire a PM, you double down on your marketing, and that's it. So that's kind of what we're doing this year.
Execute the plan.
Exactly.
What have been some of the biggest challenges you face getting to where you are today?
I really think it's all in between your ears. When I couldn't achieve that goal of becoming a pilot, that was very disheartening for me. And just having to get past that and have to pivot and refocus, that was tough. You have your typical unhappy customers that sometimes you run into, but you make it right. That kind of comes with the territory. I think the biggest obstacle to overcome or the mental hurdle that you have to jump through is just deliberate, consistent execution of your plan and not giving up. And it's very, very, very easy to get distracted, but you can't get distracted. It's almost like you need to consistently do the boring work to get to that next spot, because at a certain point, owning your own company and running this painting company isn't exciting anymore, but it's just deliberate, consistent execution.
That was a great answer. Yeah, that was so good. Okay, now I need to regroup because I got so excited with that. How old are you?
How old do you think I am?
27.
26.
That is a very mature thing for a 27-year-old, 26-year-old to figure out what you said. Be saying.
I've been super fortunate to live a lot of life and have that perspective.
What are you building towards if you think of starting with the end in mind?
We're probably 3 to 5 years doing around 5 mil top line and have really 3 to 5 salespeople and then just kind of back out the crews from there. But we want to paint 10,000 homes by 2032. That's the BHAG.
Get to 5 digits. Well, Andrew, thanks for coming on today. I think you're a great example of professionalism in an industry that historically has not had much professionalism in it. I love the origin story of you being drawn into the industry by seeing examples of professionalism. And my hope is that by broadcasting people like yourself, stories like yourself, that more people will get drawn in or inspired to professionalism in the industry. So thank you, Andrew, for coming on.
Thanks for having me, Jason.